Respect, Nigeria, you love respect. You know, respect goes a long way. You may not agree how your neighbor likes to tie their shoe. You may not agree how your neighbor likes to wear their hair. You may not agree how your neighbor looks. It's okay at the end of the day. You may not agree that your neighbor doesn't have to wear $1,000 wear wardrobe just to prove a point to try to fit in. You know, everybody's different and unique in their own way. Everybody has their own sense of style. Some people like to be like everybody else, but then you have the ones who don't want to be like everybody else. They just want to be themselves and be transparent and be comfortable within the skin that they're in. You know, it's the mindset for me how bullying is like, it's still going on to this day. It's disgusting. It's so disgusting. And it's so disgusting to the point where it's one thing when you exchange words with somebody, but then when you want to bring harm towards an innocent person, and then not only that, you got adults clowning children. Where's the common sense at? Like, where's the common sense at? And then people quick to say that they're grown. How could you possibly be grown and you laughing at a child? It's the mindset for me. And then when somebody bullies your kid, you're not understanding why what's going on within is going on. Because you thought it was funny someone bothering somebody else's child. An innocent child like that. You see how karma works? The unfair share hand you dealt yourself, now it's uncomfortable. You know, karma is good and it's bad karma. But you got your share of your bad karma. It's the mindset for me. Someone being bullied takes away their joy. Someone being bullied takes away their sense of direction. Someone being bullied allows them to feel that they're not worthy of themselves. Someone being bullied and it appears in family, it's very disgusting and disturbing. The one that you took their kindness for weakness and they respected you. It's the mindset for me. You keep trying to bring up that one moment in time in your life. Girl, bye, sit down. It's the thought process for me. How your own folks at the end of the day will sit here and bring you down till you get down and can't see for yourself and still laugh at you while you still down. They won't open the door for you while you're down. They will overlook you while you're down. They will manipulate your character while you're down. And then when you elevate, they want to be around. But when God saw those private conversations, within those private conversations, as what the joke was, God says when you elevate and becoming your best self vision of yourself, they're not supposed to be part of your journey. And it's okay to be at peace with yourself. You don't have to look back and reevaluate your thought process when that time comes and feel bad for folks that didn't feel bad for you. It's the mindset for me. How can parents sit there? This is not for all. This page ain't for everybody. I understand how it's a thought process to me. Like, how can parents sit there, go against your children, and then want your children to confide in you, but they don't trust you? And then you decide to have a hand problem towards them, and you feel like it's comfortable for them to prove a point so they can like understand you. You know, the enemy steps in and shows you at the end of the day how to control your child. It should be no reason why you're not healthy within. Especially when that baby wasn't built out of love. Sometimes you might get lucky. Sometimes you won't. And you don't understand why things are happening to your children at the end of the day. When you done did something and you're dealing with your karma and they show up in your children, then you reevaluate your thought process why you're dealing with what you're dealing with within. Because you just hurted your own self, giving your own self an unfair share hand of unhealthy karma. Remember, the way you dished it out ain't gonna be the way you receive it. It's gonna show up in folks you least expected. When it was your children, you didn't know how to handle it. It's the mindset for me. How you can sit here and go against your neighbor that's disabled. What's the joke within the joke at the end of the day? May I ask? Then you have malicious intentions to size them up, line them up, hurt them, psych them out their thought process, or they freedom. Only for a little change. When you could create your own business, playing games with somebody else's time, an innocent person's time at that. How much money that you done been through and blew through, and you sitting here worried about the next person's pocket. It's the mindset for me. How when the words don't get exchanged the way you wanted to, you got controlling issues. It's the thought process for me. How men can't respect females because she has a talent, or because she knows how to do a position of her job description the right way according to the books, but she's a bitch and you don't like her because the way she presents herself. Who like a female can step into a building at the end of the day and fix the air conditioning by herself, and your boy's trying to figure out she's only been on the clock for one day and she's doing more than you guys been here for 10 years. It's the mindset for me. How when they're so threatened by a female and the female just wants to work, she doesn't have no problems with you. She's just a respectful citizen, an innocent soul, trying to elevate and become a best self-vision of herself, but she always getting controlled, manipulated, discriminated against. Is the mindset for me. How they threatened by a female's energy. Are you serious? You're a man. Why are you so intimidated? Young man, it's a thought process of me. Respect your queen. Respect your sister. It's the mindset for me. That could be your child at the end of the day. Reevaluate your thought process. Would you want someone to go against your child, regardless of whatever their sexual orientation is? It doesn't matter at the end of the day. That's disrespectful. Going against your neighbor was never part of God's plan. That was the enemy's timing. But it just goes to show at the end of the day, a hate in disguise is poison. God's love is the best love possible. Get in tune with yourself today, because Judgment Day's been here, and God is real. It's the mindset for me. God is good. Just because they gave up on you, don't give up on yourself. Just because they overlooked you, don't give up on yourself. You are genuinely loved by the right people. You are genuinely respected by the right people. And you have to be sure to respect. 365 days with no malicious intentions to bring harm towards yourself or others around you. Never allow the enemy or hate in disguise or person with malicious intentions psych you out your thought process, allowing your freedom and your eyesight, your pockets to manipulate your character, because that's you're truly not. You are worthy of matter. God did not install within you for you to give up, live in fear, be discouraged. God installed patience within you because God chose you at the end of the day. You are the miracle. And God is patient with your process, so you be patient with yourself. Protect your energy, because not everybody's having your time. They will sit here and fake gaslight you and act like they're so in tune with God, and the whole entire time they don't have good intentions. They're trying to bring harm towards you. Protect yourself and protect your family. I truly appreciate the time to the genuine ones only. Love yourself, with God's protection for every direction. Now your genuine love. Respect. It's the thought process for me. Have a good day.